All right. What is up, guys? This is your average miler here, back with another video. It's been a minute, but hey, better now than never. So, I'm going to be coming up with a few videos to help people be successful in their leasing program, whether you're in here with Super Ego or whatever leasing company that you're with currently or planning on going to. So hopefully everything that I'm going to say will help you out. Now, do got a new little intro kind of want to put out there. So let's roll it.
Super ego holding.
Super ego.
Super ego.
Super ego. Super ego.
Super ego.
Super ego.
Super ego.
Super ego.
Super ego. Controversial company, Super Ego.
All right. So, first topic of today is going to be fuel and your fuel mileage. That's the big thing that I see on people's checks that are really hurting them. So let's talk about things that are going to help you get better fuel mileage. Okay. So number one, slow your roll. Simple, right? Instead of wanting to fly everywhere, especially when you're heavy, if you slow down to 65 to 62 miles per hour, you're guaranteed to get good gas mileage or fuel mileage, because it's not gas, but fuel mileage, and you'll have more money coming into your pocket, right? Idling is going to be tough, especially if your truck doesn't have any like a bunk heater or an APU to keep it cool while the truck's being off. Your truck don't have that, you really can't minimize idling, especially when it's in the warmer times or you're in states that are super warm, especially at night. So idling while trying to sleep, try to keep that to a minimum as possible. Try to create an igloo within your sleeper area, put that on full blast while you're driving, so by the time that you're stopped, it's nice and cool back there. Have a fan on to keep circulating that cool air for a good minute. What else that I can tell you guys? Don't idle the truck when you're gone. When you're out of the truck, turn it off. That's the best way on how to do it. But idling is going to hurt your bottom line anyway. So try to minimize that as much as possible. That's what I'm just going to tell you. But I'm going to be realistic too at the same time. The other thing is, we talked about slowing down. Well, let's talk about the different variations of your speed and how that'll affect your money. So if I'm doing 65 and you are doing 70, then that will equate to basically driving half an hour to an hour faster than me if we're going to the same load, same place, same miles, and all that stuff. If everything's the same besides our speed, you'll get there half an hour to an hour sooner. Now, when it comes to the money part, it's about a $700 difference, right? If you don't believe me, try for yourself. If you are at Super Ego and you're not making money, and you notice in your checks or your settlements that they are basically, your fuel is high but your mileage is super low, then maybe try that. Now, another thing is, don't top off. I've seen people do this and made this mistake on their settlements. They fueled up on, they topped off completely on the weekends. Why are we doing this, right? Unless you're going to totally use that full-blown 100-something gallons that you put into the truck, there's no need to be topping off like that, right? You can top off on a Monday, a Wednesday. When we get to Thursday, that's when we want to try to start managing the fuel. Also, when you are topping off, try to get it at the best place that you can that's in your area. If you can drive a little bit more further to get to a better fueling area to where it's cheaper, do that. Please do that, so you won't have to sit here and be surprised when your check is in the negative. Everyone wants to sit there and say, well, this is my dispatcher not giving me good loads and stuff like that. Majority of the times I see there's decent loads, but there should be no reason why you're grossing $3,000. If you're grossing $3,000, if you're not even making $5,000 minimum of gross, you need to either change your dispatcher or have a one-on-one with your dispatcher, because there should be absolutely no reason why you're not getting $5,000 gross minimum. Okay, so, and I say 5,000 to be minimum will equal for a good quality $1,000, $1,500 paycheck, depending on your fuel. Again, your fuel is going to be your main thing, and it's going to be some habits that you guys are going to have to kick, especially if you guys want to drive faster. Yeah, I get it. You got an open truck or a truck that can do the dash. Good for you, right? But what's not good for you is your fuel. And what else is not good for you? It's going to be not going to your pocket. Okay, it's going to be going to the air and the atmosphere. So basically, slow down. So that will basically help you with your MPGs, right? Now we're going to talk about the different variations of speed with weights. Now, if we're under 30K, specifically, a lot of other drivers say 35, but I say 30. You can probably get away with going 70 and still get good gas mileage. Or I keep saying gas mileage. It's not gas mileage. Fuel mileage. And as long as you can get a constant 8, closer to 9, you're solid. Like you should be solid on your checks. You shouldn't be fueling up. You should be fueling up every other day, technically, if you're running like good and hard. Let your cruise control do its thing. I know certain trucks, they get kind of irritating where they want to go into like neutral or coast mode when you're barely going above on top of the hill and you reach that peak and it goes down. The truck knows what it's doing. It knows, it has that geographical mapping in the computer system that lets it know where you're at all times. It's driven every single road that you have been on, so it knows when to, at that peak point, to put it in neutral for the best fuel mile that you can get. Is it perfect? No, it's not. But trust into your cruise control that is trying to get you the best as possible. It's better than using your foot. Now, what's another cheeky way that you can do? Drafting. If you don't know what drafting is basically when you're not tailing, but behind basically another semi at a reasonable space. Give yourself room. Don't be all up on their booty, but give them good amount of space. And then, because basically I say about like 2 truck length for drafting, because by the time the wind is starting to regain itself after coming off from the trailer, you're just now hitting it, which creates less turbulence force against your own truck. It actually does work. I've tested it, but yeah, you can get away with following those left lane game people that are driving super fast. Get behind them. You're going to get good gas mileage, fuel mileage as well, or MPG. Pretty much that's going to be it. There's nothing much more. I don't know how to simplify it for you guys, but I'm going to try. Hopefully this Hopefully this helps you guys to get a better understanding that your fuel is going to be your number one costing. Please, when you guys come to Super Ego, understand that you are the boss, okay? Get that company mindset out of your head. Now, I'm going to make other videos too on top of that. They will release like afterwards, like they will release. I don't know when I'm going to do it, probably maybe like every week, these type of videos, but all of this probably might be done tonight to hurry up and get it done and over with. So I don't have to worry about that, trying to collect all these videos into one. But anyways, so that will be basically on your fuel mileage. If you guys do have any questions, please leave them in the comments. If, you know, something that I can go deeper into details in a video, I will totally do that and just create another a video on top of that, you know, for that week. If you guys have questions, help you guys understand how to run your business and how to make money, because these settlements are just not it that I'm seeing from other drivers. They're not it because you guys are not making the right choice. Okay? So, other than that, you guys be good. Keep your average miles up, and I'm out.